My father, when he first came to this country, was 14 years old. And as he came through the line, the guy said, "What's your name?" And he said, "Nikolai Filipovich." And the guy says, "What?" He said, "Nikolai Filipovich." And the guy says, "Well, Nick Phillips, go." And then my dad became Nick Phillips all the way through his citizenship up until the day he died.
Being part of Tamburitsans at St. Nick's was just a great experience. There are people that I met through that organization that I still keep in touch with today on a regular basis. I ended up being in an orchestra with one of them, and also stood as com for another fellow church member. And so it was a privilege to be part of it, to be able to learn about our culture, and the songs, the dances, and to be able to interact with other people in the church that were my age. And of all the things, over the years, there's some great, memories of trips we took, and just different incidences that occurred over the years, from when a lot of us started out down at the Wilmerding Parish, and then moving up to the new parish in Monroeville.
I have never seen such a great wonder of people working together and doing things for the want and need of the church. It was truly an honor. I think it was probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. And I know the other members of it, because we're all, to this day, those of us who are still here, are the best of friends and enjoy one another immensely.
I used to have the best time on the buses of everybody. And I portrayed the old lady when we were in Detroit. And I was the bag lady, remember? And I won a prize. And Dorothy Siakovich was on a picture with me. And she had a star or something on top of her head.
Through the years, Father Milan was blessed with some wonderful men to help him, namely the late Judy Karan. And from Judy it went to the late Nikolai Ivkovich. And then after the untimely death of Pokojni Nikolai Ivkovich, it sort of fell upon some of us younger people. I can remember my first year going out in the 1977. I was amazed at how many pioneers were still alive in our parish. Our parish was very rich with the early settlers, and they were still very much alive and very animated, and it made a huge impression on me as I traveled from home to home with Proto Malic back in the mid to late 70s.
First, I'd like to say it's just been a great opportunity being one of the co-chairs of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, celebrating the 100th anniversary. It's brought back a flood of memories of things growing up as a child, not just my own personal experiences, but thinking of some of our pioneers that have gone before us, some of the people so colorful that I wish my kids could have an opportunity to meet them and know a little bit about our history through them, although this certainly will bring our history on the pages and on the films, and it's just a real opportunity for people that didn't grow up in this parish to experience what we so wonderfully experienced growing up.
He says, "Ja hoću da ja tebe naučim da ti zvoniš." And Nick was so excited, you know, he was young, he was flipping around, you know, and he's teaching him, and he's going, you know, with his ear listening how Nick's doing, and Nick was like a kid ringing them bells. That was the happiest day for him.
My mother and my dad kept talking, that was the greatest thing in the world was the kolo. You know, that was their lodge, that was their church, that was everything.
That was their life. Yeah.
That was everything. $3 a year was their dues. They paid $3 a year. And when they had the picnics, the kolo used to have the picnics, my mother used to say to me, Mitso, moraš A se što je mondelno?
I had all my Sunday school kids. I just loved every one of them. I took them for hikes out in the woods. And I took them to a baseball game. And
You bribed them.
I bribed them.
I love our Serbian people. I love our Orthodoxy. Our priests were tremendous. We were so blessed to have the priests that we had at St. Nicholas. We were so blessed to go from a little church to a medium-sized church to this here in Wilmerding. But the people in the church are the best.
You know, I just attribute any success that I have had in my life to all of the memories and all of the things that I learned here at St. Nicholas to be a good Orthodox Christian and to just be, you know, a doer and a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ.
In retrospect, I have to say, I would go through those 20 years over and over and over again if I possibly could go back. And the one thing in closing that I would like to say is any young parents in our church that have young children, I would encourage you to enroll your children in the Tamburitzans because it is truly a wonderful experience that they go through. They make wonderful friendships within our church group, but also they make a lot of good friends from other junior groups that they perform with.
I was president. We had a mother's club. It was very nice. We had some things for the children. I remember we had a fun fair one time. And inside of 2 hours, I think we made $397, which was a lot of money at that time. And lasted a few years, and then I was vice president in Sisters, and we had a lot of work, but we all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and that's about all. And I love coming to the church. I was a convert, and I enjoyed every bit of the church.